Look, I really want to keep this job. I know that it's been kind of crazy lately, but like I really do. Oh, oh, that kind of review. Thank you. Yeah, I'll get it to you in 5. Okay, bye bye. Hey, welcome back to the Callback with me, Lauren Allen. Today we're going to be talking about the Hollywood Revue from the 1930s Oscars. Let's get into it. Welcome back, guys. Fresh week. We're getting into it, starting with the Hollywood Revue from 1930. We gotta know a few things about this. This was MGM's first full-length musical. There's like this mixing pot of performances, all the way from acting and skits to dancing and magic. The point of a musical review is that it's supposed to be a variety show, essentially. So there's not really a narrative that they're trying to follow, but instead it's catered toward performances that each person is doing. A lot of big stars helped MGM bring in the audience that they were looking for. It made $1.1 million, you know, pretty good in 1930 or whatever. It was nominated for Best Picture, didn't win, but still has some pretty significant impacts on what musicals look like today. When I was doing the research, it said that there's a few segments missing. The one that I'm watching is on YouTube and says it's 2 hours, so I don't know if it's a version that's missing things or if we've just found more of it in the last few years. Without further ado, let's get into it. Wait, I'm kind of obsessed with this. Whoa, that's so cool. And I love a good chorus number. I already know I'm gonna love this. Joan Crawford. I'd hate to be the one that's getting cut off screen. Like bring my family to the show and I'm like, look, I'm in this thing. And it's just like, I'm Mike Wazowski'd. Oh, she's on point. Point shoes. I mean, she's also on point, but you know. Will you kiss them on the forehead? I knew that was gonna happen. As someone who has been in many musical reviews, I think it's so interesting, like deciding how to program it. When I've been in them, it's like, oh, well, we're gonna start with this and then it's gonna, you know, shift into this kind of thing. And it always is just interesting how they decide to program it. It's funny to see how everybody's aware of like, oh, we're celebrities. We know our reach, and so, you know, let's make fun of ourselves. He said, you can't sing, you're just a little movie star. And he said, watch me. This is one of my biggest gripes about the 1930s, is when people kiss on camera, every time a woman, her neck is like this. You know? Like they're kissing and she's like, hello? Like it's so ridiculous to me. You tell them how I thrill them. Awesome. Some of these jokes that they're doing, their bits, I'm like, I know you're so in sync with the bit, but sometimes they're just really not landing. But I gotta respect the commitment. There's also something about the chorus being imperfect that is really charming to me. Sometimes movie musicals are so perfect that it can separate you from the reality of it even further. I think it's interesting that they're not shying away. It feels very human to me. I miss tap dancing. I need to get into a class. Tiptoe through the window. That's how it feels. It's almost like scatting. It's very much mimicking the instruments, which I mean is the origination of scatting, so. And then there's stuff like this, right, where they're doing like a bit in the middle, in the middle of like a more serious song. I think that's so funny. Oh, they're just taking him off. And that's the bit. She's so tiny, she just fits in my pocket. You can never tell what kind of pocket you're gonna find your woman in. They're just tossing her. I'm the queen. Right. Oh no, who did they hit? After the intermission, it's like a mystical world. So now we're back to just regular life. Okay. What I'm hoping the intention of this sequence is that everyone around the world has some kind of boogeyman, rather than them being like, oh, these specific cultures are terrifying. Those are two very different things. It's a little dicey. We learn from this, and we don't do that. Quite a dilemma. In fact, I might say quandary. I'm afraid. That felt illegal. This woman is incredibly athletic. Like, the core and leg strength of this girl, while also making it look so easy and effortless, insane. Don't show that to people. They'll make it a TikTok trend. Terrifying. How this woman doesn't have whiplash every day, I will never know. And now she's the jump rope. That was really impressive. This guy thinks he's slick. I don't know how I didn't realize it, but now we've switched into color. But I feel like it's just with this sequence that it started. And we're back in black and white. You can't just say something like that and then go past it. And we're back into color. I wonder how much more impactful this would be to me if I was more familiar with all of these stars' work. I just wonder if I would think about it the same way. Imagine doing a Hollywood Revue today, though. Honestly, that'd be kind of sick. Having just a bunch of stars put on a performance together, a little variety show. Ballet dancers are so talented. It is cool to have this kind of like reflective mirror effect happening. Is that supposed to be Noah's Ark? Yay! And we are back for the review of the review. Hey, so many great things about this that just bring me back into like my theater days. I loved so many of the aspects that come with a music review, right? There's so much variety, and we're aware that this is a little weird and this is gonna be not linear, but like, we're gonna have a good time. I feel like because it was both a combination of film and stage, it just felt more human, it felt more real, which I've been craving lately. I think there's this idea of like perfection a lot of times that I get caught up in as a creator, that this demonstrated really well a level of expertise and talent without being unrelatable. So I really loved that. One of the things that I think is difficult about this kind of film is just that there is so much variety. So it is hard to be able to make sense of everything that's happening. I was still missing aspects of knowing exactly what was going on. And so it made it a little harder to be invested, because I was like, well, I don't know how long this is gonna be, or I'm not familiar with this kind of thing. My enjoyment of it would really vary from act to act. This self-awareness of these celebrities, I think, is funny, but I don't think that they themselves were necessarily funny. There were a few that really nailed it, but there were a couple that I was like, oh, I either don't know you and I don't know what you're going for in this bit, or it's just not a funny bit. Overall, this was really fun. I had such a great time, and I think there are a lot of aspects of this that we should bring back. Yeah? Okay, talk soon. Bye. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about the next musical Tony winner, which was South Pacific. All right, see you then.